Over the past 4 years, I've gone through lots of ups and downs, but all of them ended in a positive way. Like whenever a down happened, I learned from it. And back in the day when I was a freshman, there were some things that I would never do. Now that I laugh at, that I never thought I would do, and that's that's how life goes in a nutshell. You do things, you learn, and that's how I want to go about life. Always helping people, and the best way is to learn for yourself, and that's how I did it. And this year specifically has been huge in terms of character, because I thought I was something. I was someone that I was headed in a path, but all of a sudden, the path wasn't so clear for a little bit, but then it got clear again. Um, in God's way, He kind of showed me signs weirdly, but I saw them. Thank God. Right. And two highlights from this year specifically would be, one of them would be going to formal with my friends for the last time. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be the last time I was gonna be going. I thought it would be like prom or something. I don't know, or grad night, whatever it was. But yeah, that was. We finally got ourselves together. We gathered our money, and then we got a bus and everything, and we just had the time of our lives. I mean, I don't remember the day afterwards, but I remember that it was fun, and I was with my friends, and yeah. And then another one would be helping my little sister, who's gonna be an incoming freshman next year, and helping her out and kind of almost reliving my freshman year and kind of through that whole process and what I went through, she's going through right now. Except she's got it way better because I went through already, and then so it's now, oh, it's a breeze. It's a walk in the park. It's a piece of cake. Service trips, they impacted me a lot, specifically the St. Vincent de Paul, going to the homeless shelter, and going to the elder homes, and going to Nativity, and specifically in the St. Vincent de Paul. I remember, what was it, freshman to sophomore year. We just moved back from Boston after going to Boston for the summer, thinking we're gonna move there, and we came back and we didn't have a home. And I always remember thinking, it's like, I could definitely have been just one of those people there, going there to St. Vincent de Paul, going to that village, and how they're people, and how in today's world there's a lot of prejudice and judgment, and not a lot of people go into the people's shoes, so they don't really understand what is going on and why they're doing what they're doing, and it's just sad to see. But that has inspired me to always help people whenever I get the chance, in whatever way I can. And what's next for me is New York. I'll be going to St. John's, and I'll be playing soccer there and doing government and politics there, majoring in that. And and New York for me, it would be huge because of how big it is, and the whole central. It's a hub of opportunity, and I don't know what could happen or what will happen. It's in God's hands, and in a way, God guided to where to my decision, and yeah. And speaking about myself, which I don't really like to do a lot, I believe my best traits or gifts would be motivation, inspiration. I'm easily inspired, easily motivated, and I'm easily put to do work. As, for example, during this quarantine, I was being lazy, really lazy, and for a lot of the time it was just because wasn't really wanting to do the work at all, and wanting to figure out a solution. And then I realized, like, this is it, and if I don't do this, I won't be heading anywhere. And so I just got myself together and did the work. Another thing that I discovered during this quarantine was that the real people that are gonna stand by me all the time is always gonna be my family, and a few of my close friends would do that too. And I'm just, it's just refreshing to know that there are people that will do that because they also know that I will also always do the same thing to that for them. And